What if I told you that you're living only 40% of your true potential? That the life you dream of is just one mindset shift away? Today, let's dive into the incredible story of David Goggins and his blueprint for breaking barriers. Imagine being stuck in a cycle of failure, overweight, and hopeless, feeling like life has nothing left to offer. That was David Goggins. David grew up surrounded by pain, an abusive father, crushing poverty, and constant racism. At one point, he worked as a pest control worker, spraying cockroach-infested restaurants for minimum wage. He was 300 pounds, depressed, and lost. But one day, he looked in the mirror and saw the truth staring back at him. He realized no one was coming to save him. His life wouldn't change unless he changed first. Your mindset is the steering wheel of your life. Turn it in the right direction, and you can go anywhere. This realization became the fuel for his transformation, and it's the foundation of his message to all of us. Change starts within. David Goggins shared his groundbreaking insights in his first book, Can't Hurt Me: Master Your Mind and Defy the Odds. One lesson in particular stands out as life-changing: the 40% rule. When you think you're done, you're only at 40%. This isn't just a motivational quote, it's a challenge to rethink how far you can go. Most people quit when they're tired, uncomfortable, or scared. But Goggins discovered something extraordinary. At that breaking point, you've still got 60% of untapped potential. Why do we stop at 40%? Because our brains are wired to protect us from discomfort. Pain and fear are signals to stop, but they're not the end. They're the beginning. Growth, resilience, and success all live beyond that initial barrier. Imagine running a marathon. At mile 15, your body screams for you to stop. But if you push through, you'll discover reserves of strength you didn't know you had. That's the 40% rule in action. Next time you're ready to quit, whether it's during a workout, a project, or a tough life moment, ask yourself, am I really at my limit, or am I just at 40%? The only way to find your true limits is to push beyond what feels impossible. The accountability mirror. The truth hurts, but it's the only way forward. Every day, Goggins faced his fears and flaws by writing them down on sticky notes and placing them on his mirror. This raw honesty with himself became the foundation of his growth. Life is continuous learning and evolution. You might think reaching a goal is the end, but it's not. Life is a constant journey of growth, learning, and evolution. Even after becoming a Navy SEAL and breaking endurance records, Goggins didn't stop. He realized that growth isn't about hitting one milestone, it's about pushing for the next one. In his second book, Never Finished: Unshackle Your Mind and Win the War Within, Goggins builds on his lessons and introduces two game-changing principles. Get obsessed. If you want to change your life, you can't just be interested. You have to be obsessed. Obsession isn't a hobby. It's a fire burning in your soul, a relentless focus that keeps you going when the world tells you to stop. But obsession doesn't just happen. It's a choice. It's waking up every day and deciding that your goal matters more than your comfort. It's putting in the extra hours, saying no to distractions, and doing the work that others avoid. Obsession is the relentless pursuit of something bigger than yourself. David Goggins didn't just dream of being better, he got obsessed with becoming unbreakable. When most people trained their bodies, he trained his mind. When others stopped at their limits, he kept pushing. That's the difference. Obsession isn't about what you're doing when it's easy. It's about what you're willing to do when it's hard. Here's the truth. Casual effort creates casual results. But obsession, it creates greatness. It's the driving force that keeps you moving forward when nothing else will. And the best part? Obsession isn't reserved for the extraordinary. It's a choice anyone can make. It's available to you right now. So ask yourself, what's worth obsessing over? What would happen if you stopped holding back and poured your heart and soul into one thing? Because when you get obsessed, you don't just improve, you transform. Your life, your mindset, your potential, it all levels up. The question isn't whether you're capable of greatness. The question is, are you willing to get obsessed enough to achieve it? There's no finish line. The moment you think you're done, you're just getting started. Every goal is the launch pad for the next journey. Goggins reminds us that life is about constant evolution. Keep striving, keep improving, and never stop pushing your limits. David Goggins went from a defeated pest control worker to one of the toughest men alive. His story isn't just about his transformation, it's proof that your potential is limitless. But it all starts with one decision. When will you unlock your remaining 60%? When will you stop settling and get obsessed with your greatness? If this inspired you, hit that like button and consider subscribing and join me on Beyond the Usual. Together, let's unlock our potential, break barriers, and go beyond the ordinary. Because extraordinary lives are built with extraordinary effort.